Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hello everyone. I, Deepani Bhardwaj, welcome you all again, and today we will be discussing the weekly current affairs, which will be started with all the important headlines and it will be followed by all the important questions. So let's start with our first important headline. The first important headline is Joe Biden wins the US presidential election. Now, as you know that US president's election was held and there Joe Biden has won the election. So, Joseph Biden has defeated Donald Trump to become the 46th US president, unseating the incumbent with a pledge to unify and mend a nation reeling from a worsening pandemic, faltering economy, and deep political divisions. Biden, who is 77 years old, will become the oldest president elect in US history and first to oust a sitting commander-in-chief after one term since Bill Clinton defeated George Bush in 1992. So, there are two important things in that. Rather, I'll say three things. First of all, Joe Biden has won the US presidential election. Then, he will be becoming the 46th US president. And the third thing is that he has become the oldest president in the US history. Fine. So, Biden was born on 20th November 1942 in St. Mary's Hospital in Scranton, Pennsylvania, a member of Democratic Party. Biden previously served as the 47th Vice President from 2009 to 2017 and US Senator to Delaware from 1973 to 2009. Fine. Next. West Indies batsman M. Samuels retires from all forms of cricket. As we all know, M. Samuels is a famous cricketer. So, West Indies batsman Marlon Samuels, who top scored in both the team's T20 World Cup finals, wins during a career, has retired from all forms of the cricket. That is T20, Test and ODI. The 39-year-old player M. Samuels played 71 Tests, 207 ODIs and 67 T20 internationals for the West Indies. He scored over 11,000 international runs and also picked more than 150 wickets. Samuels was known as the man of big occasions, evidences of which were his exploits in the team's T20's World Cup title triumphs in 2012 and 2016. Samuels, who began his international career back in 2000, also represented several T20 franchises around the world in his career, including the Delhi Daredevils, Pune Warriors, Melbourne, and Peshawar Zalmi. Fine. Next important headline is PM Modi launches India's first seaplane service in Gujarat. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched the seaplane service between the Statue of Unity near Kevadia in Gujarat's Narmada district and Sabarmati riverfront in Ahmedabad on Saturday, that is 31st October 2020. PM Modi inaugurated the service by boarding the twin-engine plane from near Sardar Sarovar Dam. The inaugural flight took off from Sabarmati riverfront in Ahmedabad and will land at the Statue of Unity in Kevadia colony in Narmada district. The 19-seater seaplane will be managed by private airline company, that is SpiceJet. It is a famous space airlines company. The service will cover 200 km distance between Sabarmati and Kevadia in just 45 minutes by flight, which usually takes 4 hours. So your time almost 3 hours would be saved, 3 hours and 15 minutes. Fine. And the flight will also be accommodating 12 passengers and tickets per passenger would be 4,800 rupees. So PM Modi has launched India's first seaplane service in Gujarat. Next, RBI imposes monetary penalty on DCB Bank for rule violations. The Reserve Bank of India on 28th October 2020 imposed monetary penalty on and Geo payments for various rule violations. The central bank has imposed a penalty of rupees 22 lakhs on DCB Bank for non-compliance with certain provisions on marketing, distribution of mutual funds, insurance, etc. The penalty has been imposed in exercise of powers vested in RBI under the provisions of Section 47A(1)(c), reading with Section 46(4)(i) of the Banking Regulation Act 1949. In case of Jio Payments Bank, the RBI imposed a penalty of rupees 1 crore for non-compliance with RBI directions on timely submission of application. In case of reappointment of Managing Director and CEO, that is Chief Executive Officer, under Section 35B of the Banking Regulation Act 1949. Fine. So RBI has imposed the monetary penalty on DCB Bank for its rule violations. Next. Hariharan wins J.C. Daniel Award for lifetime contributions in Malayalam cinema. So Hariharan is related to Malayalam cinema. So noted filmmaker Hariharan has been selected for the J.C. Daniel Award, the state government's highest honor for lifetime contributions to Malayalam cinema. The award carries a purse of rupees 5 lakhs, a citation and a sculpture. Hariharan was chosen by a jury chaired by M.T. Vasudevan Nayyar, director Hari Kumar, actor Vidubala, State Charchitra Academy Chairman Kamal, and Cultural Development Secretary Rani George. In 1972, he directed the film Girls' Hostel. Later on, he got here up with a few evergreen films in Malayalam. So, he is a famous person who is related to Malayalam cinema, and he has been awarded with the J.C. Daniels Award. Fine. So, all these were the important headlines. Now, we will be discussing each and every important question which are important for your examinations. The first important question is, who has won the 2020 Portuguese Grand Prix held at Algarve International Circuit, Portugal? And the correct answer is Lewis Hamilton. Next, Union Ministry of Rural Development has declared the list of top 4 performing 30 districts in the country for implementing the PMGSY program. Which district has bagged the top position among the 30 districts of the country, and the top most was Mandi. Fine. Next, which state has secured the first rank in disbursing loans under PM Swanidhi scheme? And the correct answer is Uttar Pradesh. So Uttar Pradesh has secured the first rank in disbursing loans under Pradhan Mantri Swanidhi scheme. Next, which PSU has featured on the top on the list of Indian PSUs under the World's Best Employer 2020 published by Forbes? And the correct answer is NTPC. So NTPC is the PSU which is featured on the top on the list of Indian PSUs under the World Best Employer 2020, which is published by the Forbes. Next question is, recently which bank has shut down its operation in Sri Lanka after getting approval from the Sri Lankan Monetary Authority? And the correct answer is ICICI Bank. So ICICI Bank has shut down its operation in Sri Lanka after getting approval from Sri Lankan Monetary Authority. Next question is, North Atlantic Treaty Organization Alliance has decided to set up a new space center in which country? And the correct answer is Germany. Next, Indo-Tibetan Border Police observed their which edition of Raising Day on 24th October? And the correct answer is 59th. Next question. Recently, which country has decided that no service will be provided to the people who don't wear masks? And it is a neighboring country, that is Bangladesh. Next important question is, India has signed the memorandum, that is MOU, with which country for the cooperation in the field of Ayurveda and cancer research? And the correct answer is United States of America. Next, recently which IIT and National Highways Authority of India signed a memorandum of understanding, that is MOU, to share expertise for the betterment of highway structure? And the correct answer is IIT Jodhpur. So all these were the important headlines and all the important questions. So in case you have any doubt, comment section is available for you. So please do like this video, share it, and comment on it. So thanking you for watching this video. Thanks a lot.